Hey guys, what's going on? Joe with Lone Wolf Paintball. Today we are at AZ Battlezone here in Phoenix, Arizona. I'm with Raffi, the owner of the park. He's got an excellent facility here. He's doing a lot for the Arizona paintball community, so we're excited to show you around, and I'm going to let Raffi talk about what we got going on. All right, so right here you got the parking lot here. Everyone's rolled in. This is kind of the main staging area. It looks like we got a check-in, rental counter, air station. So yeah, let's show us around.
So when people come and walk into Battlezone, they first go into the parking area. We got them walking into this area right here, and they check in the registration right here. They'll check in with Sharon in there, and in that area right there, they'll fill out their waivers, and on the board they'll talk about different packages that we provide up there. They have some fun packages like Mercenary and Terminator packages that are pretty neat. So if somebody wants something like that, it's pretty fun. It makes paintball a lot more fun for those players who've never played and say, I want the Terminator package or I want the Mercenary package. That's some fun stuff right there. Then they go from there, they go into the orientation center, which is the left center. They take a seat at that bench area. They'll sit down, we'll go through the rules and regulations and everything else that needs to be done through the field, and then safety precautions that we use in the field. After they're done with orientation, they'll move over to our gun rental and pickup, and they'll be handed their markers right there, including their paint that they already got handed from registration, and then they'll sit down and start loading their markers before entering the field, and their air station to the right, where referees will show them how to fill their tanks if they need to fill their tanks, and how much they'll go through on their air and paint. So from that point on, we move over from there. The referees will take them to the walk-on to the field, which is directly north of everything that you see over there, which is the two fields. We have a house field, the spool field. As we've talked before, we're trying to work on kind of a Star Wars field, but we are still working on that right now as we're getting ready for the WC to come out here in May, as well as working on more lights for the night games out here as well.
So since you mentioned that you got stuff coming, where can they follow you real quick while they're paying attention?
So we got AZ Battlezone on Facebook and AZ Battlezone on Instagram, as well as we got a YouTube channel where we kind of upload stuff. And we have a lot of guys out here, when they share content, we always sharing content. Lone Wolf shows content of us, or anybody out there, we're constantly sharing their content. So if you film anything or you put any videos out here, let us know. We will share that on our YouTube page, as well as our regular azbattlezone.com, AZ Battlezone Facebook and Instagram as well.
So you're rec field and speedball, or?
We are rec ball and speedball. I come from a speedball background. I love paintball. That's what I do here. So speedball we have two full fields out here that we have. We are the only ones in Arizona to provide two full-size speedball fields that are regulation size. Reason the WC comes out here. So a lot of teams that come out here participate. A lot of gladiators that come out here and play and have a good time. So we have two full fields that get set up.
Can we go see?
We were going to go check a look.
I think it's a dead field right now.
It is a dead field. If not, we'll yell at them right now.
So right here, it's cool. You guys got pits. I mean, I like how the staging's set up here in the Arizona sun. You probably need all this type of coverage to keep everybody cool. So this is your one pit. Looks like you got other stuff. You got a score tent in the center, and then additional pits down on that side. So
yeah, I really like that everything's got a canopy, so you're out of the sun.
Yeah, this is Arizona. Arizona does get hot.
Well, yeah, probably better to get.
All right, so walking out on the speedball course.
Hey,
safe field!
So as you can see here, we do a lot with the speedball. Make sure that we have our turf. We usually go over it with a brush. I can show you the brush over there. It's an extra snowball brush, and we blow off all the paint every week. We try to keep this turf as clean as possible. We wash down our bunkers every week as well. We have two pits, north and south pits, that players can actually go in there and watch games, or teams that want to come on will jump out from the start pit from that point. So we can actually have up to 4 teams on this field at all times playing. So they could team behind there. As soon as that team gets off, they pick up their pods, they walk off the field, and then they can go ahead and another team can jump off and another team can walk up. So the continual cycle that we have on this field, there's not a lot of wait time between the players, so we can move them quick.
That was super convenient today when we were playing. Exactly like you said, 5 of us would be sitting on that bench in the shade, ready to go. As soon as the game was over, bam, we're out there playing the next one. So.
And that's really important for some of these guys that want to put a lot of points in. As you can see, Elevation, Rising is out here, Psychotics, Dutchman, all kinds of teams that play out. High-level teams. We've had Dynasty come out here and play before World Cup and actually played their actual the last practice out here, and went on to win World Cup.
Now, this is the NXL Florida layout. Do you always put out the tournament layouts?
We always follow the layouts pretty strongly because a lot of players, even if they don't play NXL, they still want to play the field. So we're pretty strong on putting out. So we'll do a lot of WC layouts. We usually lay these out for about a couple weeks and let them play it. Usually the weekend of the NXL, we'll let them play it, and another week after that to see what mistakes they probably made on the field. They can come back, and then we'll change it up from that point on. So we try to clean within those bunkers around those areas within the week and to wipe them all down and to make the look of the field, because nothing is better for players to come out to a nice, fresh turf field. And that is a player coming. Most players will understand that. We really, really enjoy that.
Oh, yeah, no, you guys' turf set up real well, nice and smooth, no buckles or seams or anything like that. So, yeah, I can definitely tell you guys take a lot of care.
Yeah, and we do a lot to that because we really do. We are a player's field. We really are. Everybody's out here from the referees down to me and the guys who work in the gun. We're all players. We're all speedball players. We enjoy this game. We love this game. It's deep in our DNA. I think that's what the big thing about paintball is that if you really love and enjoy this game, you don't find this to be work. It's actually a lot of fun for me. It's like building Legos.
Yeah.
Like you grew up on that, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, one of the obviously, so you guys got, from all your low end divisional teams to dynasty, you got all the top end teams. One of the things you told me about I thought was really cool is your junior league.
Right. So we have a PB league out here. What the PB league is, it's pretty good that if I see a player that's sitting out there with a recreational, like just playing rec ball, and they're with a CS1 or an Axe or a Mini, the first thing I always ask them is, are you interested in playing any kind of speedball or airball? And most of the time they're going to tell you, no, I'm not interested. It's not my thing. So my next question usually follows up is, who's your favorite team? Or do you watch any speedball team or anything? And if things come up with Dynasty or I watch it, it means they're actually interested in playing speedball. They just don't know how to transition into speedball. So what I try to get these guys to going into is like, okay, these guys want to play speedball, they're just intimidated and they just don't know the lingo. So this league doesn't teach you so much as the individual player as how to play out on a team. So the league starts in about 6 weeks. What we do is we start them out. The first day is assessment. The second day is, the second weekend we do is breakouts, primary, transitional, laning, that kind of stuff. Third week, we do closing games, mid games, and we go on from there. We just continue to kind of grow them. And by the 6th week, the last week, we actually do a little small mini tournament. So it gets them the idea when they walk on the team. So what we do it for a very small amount, about $250 a player, and that covers all the about 10 or 12 cases of paint that they have. And we really don't make any money, but the idea is not only to grow the sport, but is to get these players onto these fields playing more often. And to pick up better markers as they can on. That's a big part of this field, is to grow this kind of culture out here.
That's awesome. So it sounds like you guys really got it all covered. So you got all your divisional teams, pro teams, and like I said, I mean, just getting that new crowd, like I said, just breaking the ice for them, showing them how to get into speedball, because like I said, most people want to. They see the lights, and they hear the bam, bam, bam on the bunkers, and it's exciting. They want to do it. Yeah. So, but,
jerseys are scary.
Awesome.
You see a lot of these guys out with these jerseys on. Oh, yeah. They got all these great guns, the Lux, the CS2s. It can be intimidating as far as these teams. So I'm trying to help these guys out. Say, hey, listen, you can get there. These guys all started there, and just get out there and play.
Yeah, you can.
I did hear you guys' rec fields are pretty cool. Can we go take a look at
Absolutely.
some of those?
Let's go take a look at them real quick.
Yeah, we'll let these guys get their spins.
There's Rising right there. What's up, Rising? That's a big squad right there.
I don't think these guys will remember that.
I mean, it helped over time.
Yeah, so again, so you got your general staging, all the speedballers are over here, air stations, that was great. We had the chrono going. Then this is your second airball field, so 2 full-size fields out here, same thing, pits, covered staging, all
you
that.
You guys do private parties and things?
We absolutely do private parties. That's one of our biggest selling points is private parties. We do night private parties. We do day private parties as well. We have lights up here.
Yeah, so you said night games. That's probably a big thing here in Arizona.
Huge.
By the middle of the day, it probably gets scorching hot, I can imagine.
Right, so we actually didn't even know how big of it was last year. We said, let's just try a night game and see what happens. So we started a night game out here. And the numbers, and I think COVID probably pushed a lot of those numbers up, is because people were trying to get out of the house. And we figured we'd have fun, and the numbers were unbelievably phenomenal. I mean, we were selling out almost every night. So we learned to actually put more night games out there. These lights are all blue at nighttime. We actually put LEDs, and that helps any of you field owners out there. It helps not to attract bugs.
Oh,
so blue lights keep bugs away. So remember that. LEDs, bugs, they keep them away.
So over here, this used to be your Hyperball field, and now it's going to be the Star Wars.
So we were going to build the whole Star Wars field all the way down. As you can see, I have a boat right there and some boosters right there, and that's kind of what the speeder's going to look like as we cut into that thing right there. The TIE Fighter, we're building a TIE. If you can see the roundness of the TIE Fighter, if you can have an imagination. And we're going to put some of the wings. We're starting to work on the wings on the bottom. So we have put, like I said, we put it on pause because of the WC and some other things. But we will get back to that, I promise. I have a truck trailer that's a 40-foot truck trailer that I'm going to make into an AT walker, which will be cool. It's going to look like it's fall down. So we're going to really make some really cool stuff out here. It's just going to take a minute. I'm really heartbroken about it, believe it or not. I really want to do it.
You can't have everything now.
Yeah, I know. I'm heartbroken. I really want to.
Put your heart and soul in this sport.
So it's like, you know, for most of us out here who run paintball fields or play paintball, this is more of a love and a passion. That's more like building Legos for us out here. As you can see, players are walking out right now from the fields right now.
We'll give them a second, and then we'll go out.
That's why we have referee right there. And then, I don't know how long that's going to be right there.
That's fine.
Yeah, so this hyper tube right here, what I'm going to do with this, and I'm going to ban all these hyper tubes, and I'm moving over to the rec ball field. This will actually be like an air ball field, which we'll be able to break down those hyper tube, scoot them on whenever we want to do like a mech tournaments or anything, and put them back on. So we're actually banding all those hyper tubes together, making them kind of like the SC Village kind of hyper tube. And so that way we'll be able to put them on the side. That's why I put the sideline so heavy. They're about 20 feet deep, so I can put them on the side. I can protect the netting.
Yep.
And whenever we want to just set up a hyper tube, we just scoot them back onto the field and we put them up on the plate. Really fast, really simple, really quick.
So we're going out. We got the two other scenario fields out here. Played both of them. Yeah, definitely a good time. So I know this one you said there's sniper corner or sniper towers in all four corners, which is nice.
Go. Let's get,
let's
get in the middle of it. Put a lot of work out here. You can see it.
Yeah, we got to do more work as we go. I like to eventually make these all into like buildings as I eventually. But wood has gone through the roof. Apparently, to make a house these days is about $6 million. So as hopefully wood goes down, we're gonna kind of build more as we take some of the other structures off and build more buildings in here. But I like to make these kind of a close quarter field, and you can shoot from a distance with the sniper towers, which is kind of. And I try to make everything as symmetric as possible because I don't like anything to be one-sided. So that's a big thing. We're always coming out every week and we're changing something on this field. There's never, every week somebody comes out, it's like an airball field. They're always coming out, oh, you added this and you added that. So it's a lot of fun. So like we added a new bunker out there. We added a few more barricades out here. So we just always adding and adding and adding or taking away. So it always keeps it fresh. It's kind of like when you think about a supermarket, right? You always got to kind of change the products around. You have the same field, it becomes very stagnant and people kind of like, oh, okay, it's what it is. Yep. But if the regular players see how it changes, it really changes the environment out here. They always love to change. They love seeing things that are different out here. So that's what I'm always trying to do out here. And it doesn't take that long, maybe a couple hours a week to come out here and change something out or change the bunk, and it really changes the playing and the environment out here a lot of times at the field. So
you know what I like too was the safety. Like your guys were chronoing everybody every game to make sure nobody was cheating. It was fair for the rentals, the regulars, everybody.
Yeah, and that's a big thing about here. So most of us, like we said, we're players, and any of you guys who've gone out here and played before, when you get shot by a hot gun, you're just kind of like, what is going on out here? Like nobody crowning. So we're really particular about protecting our newer players. Our newer players are our key, are kind of our growth of our sport, and that's why I have so many returns for, is because they're outside. We make it super safe out here for these guys, be it velocity, goggles, and every other reason for out here. And also that the customs come out here and don't beat them up. So that's a big part of it. They come in return, and they become customs, and they understand kind of what we expect for players out here. It's huge for us.
So what's your next big thing? What's the thing everybody should keep an eye on that they need to follow you for to know what's happening?
So a big thing about what we're doing right now is we're putting more lights. We're going to add, both these fields are going to be lit up. That's a big thing that we're going to do this year. Again, we're going to work on that Star Wars type field that we think are really cool. We're going to add that up. We're going to extend the field. It's going to be about 130 feet wide and about 500 feet long. So that's going to be a lot of fun to have that one. We want to put a lot of props because my big point is that I think the theme of a paintball field is really important, right? People come here for an experience, is great, but a theme and experience really makes for a lifetime of a memory. So that's huge for me out here. It's huge.
No, agreed. So, well, yeah, certainly appreciate you showing us around. The hospitality was second to none. Yeah, you've been excellent. The referees, everybody here. Shout out to the Phoenix Rising Camp. Those guys were just super welcoming. Yeah, no, everybody out here has been absolutely great. So if you guys are ever in the Arizona area, if you live here, if you ever want to take a trip, it's absolutely beautiful out here. You can't complain about the weather. Downtown Scottsdale's awesome. Great spot to stay. So, yeah, if you're coming from out of town, but definitely check out AZ Battlezone.
Yeah, absolutely. We appreciate the Lone Wolf guys coming out. Thank you so much.
Oh, yeah,
we appreciate you guys coming out. Again, if you guys see Lone Wolf, if you guys see us, let us know. We'll take care of you guys out. Lone Wolf brought me out here, and we'll definitely take care of you guys for sure.
So awesome, guys. Well, again, thanks for watching this video. Give it a like, subscribe to the channel.
Absolutely.
Check out AZ Battlezone
Absolutely.
on Facebook, Instagram. Their YouTube videos, like you said, share their content. Hashtag AZ Battlezone. So, hey, Arizona Paintball's got a lot going for it, guys. So if you have never been out here, must check it out. This guy, you can tell, loves the game,
Love it.
loves the sport, and puts
Love
his
it.
heart and soul into it. It's awesome to see park owners like this.
Let's grow paintball. Let's go.
There we go.